how we allow pain to become our ruler versus our teacher. And there's three things about pain that I could tell you that happens with pain that turns it from a teacher to a ruler. Is the first thing is when we live in avoidance of rejection. When we live to avoid rejection, what you have to do is you have to put on a mask and please people. You have to put on a mask hoping that nobody rejects you. And the problem with wearing a mask is nobody will know you. And you have what we call internal rejection. So that's the first thing that will get, now your pain becomes the direction of where you go, because now your expectation of what other people treat you becomes the directions of every decision that you make. You get lost really quickly on that. The second thing is if we start to live by abandoning our reality. When you abandon your reality, you basically are letting go of what's real in your life because of pain. Again, what does that look like? It looks like you don't take care of the consequences, or you don't feel the consequences. So you avoid the consequences of your choice at all time. And then your reality is definitely becomes a deceived reality. It's a false reality because of the first thing, you're scared of rejection. Two, you got to create a reality that is not even real. This is like, going no direction in your life. It's like going on a trip and not having a GPS of where to go. Guess what? You're going to get lost. And the consequences of your life helps you to course correct and direct you to where you need to go. So take away the compasses, then guess what? You have nothing. And the third thing that causes us our pain to become our ruler versus our teacher is when you live with addiction. What I mean by addiction is when you start to numb the pain with different things like overworking, sex, food, whatever it is that you're doing outside to trying to numb the pain becomes the ruler, the dictator of your life. And that's like being in quicksand. You try to get out. The more you do the activity, the more you sink in. So those are three things that if this is what's happening to you, you're like, uh-oh, then pain is becoming my ruler. Okay, three things. First of all, we got to understand that pain is trying to teach you one thing, which is acceptance. Acceptance of who? Acceptance of yourself and acceptance of other people that cannot change, that you can't change. There's a lot of people that we can't change. There's a lot of situations that we can't change. But the person that's consistently changing is you. All right. So that right there is it. Number one. Number two, pain is also trying to teach you about acknowledging your pain. So acknowledging your feelings, actually, because a lot of times what we do is when we want to numb the pain, we don't acknowledge how we're feeling. When we create a different reality, we're creating a fancy reality. But when you do that, what happens is you're erasing a lot of the years that you could have been doing something productive. So now we have to, again, numb it with TV, numb it with whatever. So there is a pain, there's a feeling inside of you that's attached to your memory of a painful event that has happened to you, right? And the memory of that pain is only as loud, as painful as the memory attached and the feeling attached to that memory. So what do we got to do? You got to acknowledge the feeling without judgment, but you also have to heal the feeling as well. You can't just let your past be following you without addressing it and healing it. So pain becomes your teacher because it wants you to acknowledge the feeling that you might have felt. Because a lot of times what we probably grew up with, don't feel bad, don't trust, and you don't trust, you don't feel, and you don't talk about your feelings. So that's where pain becomes that master. So that's how we overcome it. And the last thing, you want to address the lies. If you want pain to become your teacher, you need to address the lies that comes with the pain. What I mean by the lies, well, when you went through whatever you went through pain-wise, you did experience an emotion. You experienced also a belief that came from that pain, a belief about yourself that's actually a false belief. You probably might be thinking, some of us might be thinking that we're entrapped by our past. We're imprisoned by the pain from our past. There's nothing we could do about it. Well, if that's the case, then the pain entraps you, imprison you from moving forward. So what you want to do in this situation is to understand the lies that you are evolving. You're constantly evolving. A lot of time for me, what I think is like, no, there's no more growth. That's it. That pain just stunt my growth. But think of of a butterfly, because before it becomes a butterfly, is a caterpillar, right? So that thing is ugly, right? But it persevere and it creates a cocoon, and that cocoon has to be painful to break through that cocoon. From the comfort of the cocoon, the butterfly is born. So just understand all the pain that you went through. It might look ugly as a caterpillar, but something is growing inside of you. It's character. Something inside of you is growing. It's your destiny. Something inside of you is growing. It's compassion. Something inside of growing is also your acknowledgement of the grief, acknowledgement of who you are. And that has to be born through pain. Well, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please do subscribe if you like the video, and please share it. And also click on the bell button there so you can be notified with any new videos that I come out with. Thank you.